This is part 10 of payroll management software. In this video, we'll discuss how to view employee attendance in new screen. Okay, in employee attendance, we have one button for view. If I click this view button, that employee attendance view screen will appear. In that screen, we will see the employee attendance details based on some conditions. Okay, for that, first we'll create new form under this employee folder. Right click, add Windows form. Your form name will be form attendance view. Click this add button, expand this screen. Here I am going to change this form name, will be attendance view only. Okay. We will call this form in this employee attendance. Right click, go view designer. Here in this view, double click this button. Here we'll call this, okay, here view code. I just copy these lines and pasting here. Your form name will be attendance view. Okay, now it will work. Okay, I copy this code again. In form main, we can add sub menu for this employee attendance view. So attendance view. Okay, double click this one. Here I am pasting this code. Okay, now I will design this employee attendance view screen. In this screen, I will use label and then combo box, and then text box. I need one button. Now design this form as per our requirement. We need data grid view. This is how our attendance view form looks like. Now for this combo box, we should add items. For search combo box, I add first column all, then employee ID. Click OK. Then here we have to add years 2018, 2019, 2020, and then 2021, 2022, like that. Click OK. Then for month combo box, we should add 12 months. So January, February, March, April, May, June, August, September, October, November, December. Click OK. Then in search combo box, we have two items. First one is all. If all means, then we should select year and month, then click view. That all the employee details which is belongs to year and month, the details will load in this data grid view. If I select employee ID, then this text box will visible true. In the text box, we should enter employee ID. Here we will use dynamic data grid view for autocomplete search. Okay, here employee ID and year and month we will pass to fetch record. It will show single record. Okay, like that we will write code now. First we will write selected index change event. If combo search dot selected index equal to 0, then text search, sorry, here we have to change the text box name text search. Okay, text search dot visible equals false. Then I just copy this code. If not equal to 0 means the text search will visible true. Then text search dot clear. Now we will add code for dynamic data grid view. Here we declare data grid view with the name DG view. Here we declare two columns, only two columns. Okay, here we specified properties. What are the requirements properties we need for that data grid view? We mentioned here. Then in same function name with a this one is without parameter and this one is with parameter. Here we are passing x coordinate, y coordinate and data grid view width and height. Here we are passing column names and column size. Okay, which we used in our previous video. This is okay. Now we have to call this search function in page load event. In page load event, text search should be visible false. Okay. Next, we'll write code for this text change event. I will add this code. Here text search dot text length not equal to 0 means and then combo box selected index not equal to 1. 1 means it should be employee ID. Here we are fetching data employee ID name from employee table where employee ID like the text search. Here we will type any text. Okay, that then it display the related employee ID, employee name in the data grid view. Okay, next we'll write code for this text box key down event. Okay, here if e dot key code equals keys dot enter, then if dg view dot rows dot count greater than 0 means will assign this value text search dot text equals dg view dot selected rows index will be 0, then cell index will be 0 dot value dot toString, then dg view visible false. Then the cursor should focus on here combo box of cmb here dot focus. If data grid view rows dot count are not greater than 0 means that this dot dg view dot visible false. Then we need to add employee mouse double click event because if I enter some employee ID in this text box, the related fetched data will display in this data grid view, dynamic data grid view. If I double click on the data grid view, that related employee ID should display in this text box. For that, we must add this employee mouse double click. Now let's check this. Start the application. Login. Go to employee attendance view submenu. Here select employee ID. If I enter employee ID 1, then press enter key. Its key down event is working fine. Now close this form. Attendance view. Select employee ID. Then if I enter employee ID 1, then double click on this data grid view, so it's working fine. Now we will write code for this view button to load data inside this data grid view. Okay, for that we'll create one function void load data. Here we'll pass string condition. Okay, inside this con. First, we create connection object con equals new connection. Then we use data get method. Select star from emp attendance. Here within double quote, within plus button, we pass the parameter condition. Okay. Then we'll call a assign data table object dt equal to new data table. We fill the data, fetch the data in this data table object dt. Then data grid view 1 dot rows dot clear. Then we'll use for each inside this data row in dt dot rows. Okay. Here we declare integer variable n equal to here caps rows. Okay. Int n equal to data grid view 1 dot rows dot add. Then data grid view 1 dot rows of n dot cells. Your cell value dg employee id. We have to mention column name within double quote dot value equal row of here column name will be employee id emp id dot value to string. Like this we have to assign values for remaining columns in this text data grid view. Okay, for that I copy this line and pasting here dg employee name. Yeah, we have to change this SQL query little bit. In employee attendance table, we don't have employee name, so we have to inner join with employee table. Okay, for that, yeah, in employee attendance table, we are select all the columns, and the employee table we select a name column only. From employee inner join on employee attendance, yeah, on condition employee ID. Okay. Now here we can change the column name. Okay. The load data function coding completed. Okay, now we'll write code for this view button. Okay. Here if cmb search dot selected index equal to 0 means here then will pass parameter for load data function inside this where emp attendance dot year equals cmb year dot text, and I just copy this employee attendance dot month equal cmb month dot text. Okay, now I just copy this line and I copied all this and pasting below that. If combo box selected index 1 means here we will add employee id dot emp id equals text search dot text will pass and. Okay, Now in page by default in page load while page loading that combo search index will be 0. For that cmb search dot selected index equal 0. Okay, save this and start the application. Click login, your employee attendance view. Here, select year, then month will be June. Click this view button. Here we have single record. Okay, close this form. Now again opening the form attendance view. Here I select employee ID. Now here we have text box. Here I give employee ID 1, then press enter key, then select year and then month. Click this view button. It's working fine. Okay guys, I hope this video is helpful to you. See you there in next video. Thank you for listening this.